Hello everyone, this is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting video, and in this video, I'm going to be playing some AI Dungeon 2. In this video, we are going to be doing another Jet Starlight non-canon side story. All these Jet Starlight non-canon side stories take place after episode 39 in the main series, but they exist in an alternate universe, an alternate timeline, a parallel dimension where Jet Starlight faces off against characters that you guys suggest for him to fight in the Discord and in the comment section below. Last episode, we faced off against Estio, and in this episode, we're going to be facing off against Estio and SCP-049-100. So I hope you guys are excited. I'm going to read this quick blurb that we have here, and then I'm going to start the 30-minute timer, and we're going to see if I'm able to defeat Estio and SCP-049-100 in 30 minutes or less. You check the rubble to make sure that Estio died in the explosion. You search the rubble and remains of the mountain for 3 days straight. On the third day, you find a blackened claw that radiates an otherworldly energy. You recognize the claw as Estio's. You are Jet Starlight. You are in the desert dimension. The sun is gone. The world is lit by massive pillars of black and white flame. The sand is frozen. You are standing in the rubble of the destroyed mountain lair of Estio. You and Estio fought 3 days ago. The fight against Estio forced you to reincarnate twice before you were able to remember who you were and regain your powers and abilities. You defeated Estio by blowing up his mountain lair. After 3 days of searching, you found Estio's claw in the rubble, still surging with energy. You say, "He's tough to have survived that explosion. No matter, I'll make quick work of him." Suddenly, you're knocked away by a staff made of dark energy. You look up and see SCP-049-100. You say, "You! I thought I'd already dealt with you." SCP-049-100 says, "I live for one purpose, to eliminate the pestilence that threatens to destroy humanity. My spirit lives on to complete my unfinished business." You say, "I used my hydrokinetic healing salve. There's no way I have this pestilence that you think I have." SCP-049-100 says, "You don't understand. The pestilence that you possess is your power. You are no protector. You are one bad day away from being the very thing you fight against. Your power will one day end humanity, unless we stop you." You say, "We?" SCP-049-100 helps lift Estio out of the rubble. Estio says, "Thank you for getting me out of the rubble." SCP-049-100 says, "You can help me by helping me take out Jet Starlight permanently." Estio and SCP-049-100 rush at you at full speed. A battle like no other is about to begin. I should have had it said you can thank me by helping me take out Jet Starlight, but whatever. Then the computer said, "You head towards your enemies. You sprint towards Estio and smack him into the side of his face with all of your force. He smacks into a crumbled wall and slides down it. He looks up at you, dazed and confused." Okay, so let's start the 30-minute timer and see if Jet Starlight can successfully defeat SCP-049-100 and Estio in 30 minutes or less. Okay, I'm going to say, oh, I need to change from story to do. I'm going to say, "Estio, stay out of this. I already defeated you. You said that you just wanted to fight me to see if I was powerful. I destroyed your entire mountain lair. With a single attack. Sit down, shut up, and stay out of my way." Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is try and take this, like, 2-on-1 fight and make it, like, either a 2-on-1 in my favor or just a 1-on-1. Excuse me. You turn your attention to the real enemy. You begin to charge up a powerful attack, but before you can unleash it, a wave of psychic energy washes over you. You try to fight past it, but your attack fizzles out. I'm going to say SCP-049-100. I see. You wouldn't say that. You would say 049-100. I see that you can use psychic energy in order to disrupt your opponent's abilities. No matter. I don't need abilities to take you down. Okay. You attempt to race toward 049 100 and to uppercut him in the jaw. You are hoping to take him by surprise, as you think that he probably didn't expect you to hit him with a traditional attack. Well, I guess with a non-powered attack. You know, he thought he was safe because he could just like fizzle out my like attacks using psychic energy. But if I just hit him normally with my fist, it doesn't matter. I still think I can just beat him in a fist fight. Just as you are about to reach your opponent, he disappears from in front of you and reappears behind you. He puts his hand around your face, and his long, spindly fingers begin to enter your skull. You try to fight back, but his grip is tight. Oh goodness. So he's grabbed my skull and he's sinking his long, spindly fingers into my, not my face, into my skull, meaning he's like inside the bones of my head. Okay. I'm gonna say, that's right where I want you. Let's see. You attempt to surround both you and SCP 049-100 in void ice. Your goal is to incapacitate SCP 049-100 by freezing him in void ice. You know that you can survive being frozen in void ice. Because you regularly wear void ice armor. And you are one with the void. Yeah, so essentially if he's gonna try and like sink his fingers into my skull, I know that he's too close to me to like avoid an attack like this. You surround both you and 049-100 in void ice. You feel yourself slowing down as the cold seeps into your body. Your skin begins to get goosebumps and you start shaking. Soon your heart stops beating. You are no longer alive. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to take on my spirit form. And to phase out of the void ice. Your goal is to leave your body and SCP 049-100 inside of the void ice so that you can detonate the void ice at a safe distance from the outside. You say, you idiots make this too easy. Void ice implosion. Snowfall bomb. Yeah, I will say I've been using void ice detonation a lot recently. It's just a good move to be able to just blow people up. Just as you are about to take on your spirit form, 049-100 releases his grip on you. As he does, he screams, "No!" in an exaggerated fashion. But for him, it would probably sound like, "No!" Okay, interesting. So before I can like take on my spirit form, he lets go of me. Letting go of me is interesting, like for him to do. Because we're like frozen in void ice. Okay. I kind of have an interesting idea, like in that regard. You are surprised that 049100 let go of you. You know that you'll need to hurry to take down 049100 before he can escape the void ice. You attempt to quickly take on your spirit form, escape the void ice, and detonate it. You say, I won't let you get away. Okay, so it is interesting how this is happening, because now it's like you really need to race to do it, because if you don't do it as quickly as you can, you could be in danger. Just as you were about to take on your spirit form, 049100 screams, "No!" in an exaggerated fashion again. You're unsure of what to do. You soon find yourself covered in blood and guts. It appears that a large boat containing several people just exploded. What? That's just random nonsense. Retry. You do not escape the void ice before it implodes, shattering your body into 1,000 pieces. 049100's arm is twisted and torn off of his body by the implosion. No! Screams 049100 in agony. The event ends. Okay, cool. I'm fine with that for the most part. Okay. You attempt to take on your spirit form and to quickly finish off 049100 by transforming your ectoplasmic fist into dragon skull constructs that breathe ectoplasmic fire. You yell, "Draconic Ghost Fist, Maximum Power Cannon." Do 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 do. I like that he lost one of his arms. Like one of his arms was twisted and torn off of his body by the implosion. You take on your spirit form and catch 049100 before you can escape. You transform your fist into a pair of dragon skull constructs that breathe ectoplasmic fire. You punch 049100 in the face with one of the dragon skull constructs. Let's see. You attempt to rip off one of 049100's, well, not one of, just attempt to rip off 049100's last arm with one of your dragon skull fists. You say, "This ends now. I will not tolerate your interference any longer." I know what you can do with hand signs, so I am not going to allow you to keep your arm. You think that one day I'll turn on humanity, but you don't know me. You don't know the future. So you can't judge me for something I haven't done and for something I would never do. Yeah, I do find it interesting the concept of SCP-049-100 being like, oh, the pestilence is truly your power, and that you are the threat to humanity, kind of thing. Like, I think that is like a cool concept. You rip off 049-100's last arm with one of your Dragon Skull constructs. 049-100 screams in agony. He is now just a head, floating in the water. You're mad! Screams 049-100. Excuse me, just a head floating in the water. You look down at the head of 049-100. It is floating in mud created by some of the frozen sand melting due to the heat of your dragon skull fist. You say, I'm not mad, I'm pissed off. You attempt to incinerate 049-100's head by firing a huge blast of ectoplasmic flame from your dragon skull fist. You yell, finishing blow. Draconic retribution. Maximum punishment. Okay, I'm ready to take him out. Let's see if this takes him down for good. Let's see. Pretty good. You incinerate 049-100's head, killing him instantly. After a few moments, the water now mixed with blood begins to drain out of the arena. You won't be able to leave for 30 minutes or so, though. You did it. Well, we're not in an arena. But you can change it to begins to stain the sand. Okay. You walk over to Estio and you say, Estio, I have defeated 049-100. Thank you for not interfering in our fight. I don't like that you're still alive. I blew up your mountain lair because you put me through a lot when you forced me to reincarnate twice. I'd rather not have to deal with you doing that again. Are we friends or foes? You summon a void ice dagger and hold it to Estio's neck. You smile as you look Estio in the eye. You are waiting to hear his response to your question. Yeah, so where's this gonna go? Pretty good. Friends, we are friends, Estio says. Good, you say, as you take off Estio's chains and help him up. He shouldn't have any chains on him. Yeah, retry that, because it was weird. I am your friend, Jet, says Estio. You better be. You step away from Estio with your void ice dagger in hand. You say, get out of my sight. You watch as Estio walks away from you. You then say, I'll be seeing you soon, my friend. You walk towards the forest. There shouldn't be a forest in the desert dimension. I'm going to hit the retry button on that. Estio nods his head. He leaves with his goblins and says, there shouldn't be any goblins. Retry. You watch as Estio walks off into the distance. You wonder if you did the right thing by not killing him. Yeah, I do wonder that. But I'm glad that he didn't interfere with my battle. Okay, so I still have like 11 whole minutes left. I guess I'm gonna say, Estio, stop. We could do a quick duel, if you would like to. I do enjoy facing powerful opponents. Ooh, snap. I accidentally deleted all of it. You did piss me off though when you made me reincarnate. Do that again and I'll kill you. What do you say? Are you down for a duel? Dun 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 dun. Sure, I'm down for a duel. Estio flies over to you and says, I apologize for what happened in the past. It won't happen again. You take your void ice dagger out of its sheath. You smirk and attempt to quickly race past Estio by firing one of your dragon skull fists. Well, I guess by firing a jet of ectoplasm out of one of your dragon skull fists in order to propel you forward. You then attempt to use your void ice dagger to quickly slit open Estio's throat as you race past him. You yell, instantaneous assassination technique. Burning ectoplasmic void slash. Yeah. Yeah. I thought of that idea very impromptu. And I was like, this is a cool idea. You open your mouth to yell something, but you suddenly feel a sharp pain go through your chest. You look down and see that Estio has just stabbed you in the heart with a spear. Your eyes widen as you realize you are dying. You fall over onto the ground. I'm in my spirit form. Yeah, it always gets me when people stab me in my spirit form. You attempt to become intangible in order to quickly remove the spear from your body and to use it against Estio. You say, intangible counter, spirit reversal. Alright, let's see if that works. Your body becomes intangible and you phase through the spear. You then attempt to move it towards Estio in order to stab him with it. Unfortunately, Estio is too quick. He flies out of your reach before you can harm him. Ooh, you attempt to propel the spear using a jet of ectoplasmic fire fired from one of your draconic skull fist. You yell, ooh, ectoplasmic draconic spear gun. I actually do want fan art of that. That just sounds really cool. Not gonna lie. You fire a jet of fire at the spear. The force of the blast propels the spear forward. It flies through the air and hits Estio directly in the chest. Blood begins to spurt out of his chest area as he falls to the earth. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. You attempt to race up to Estio by using your ectoplasmic draconic skull fist to shoot out jets of ectoplasmic flame to propel you forward. You then attempt to grab onto the spear in Estio's chest and to use all your strength to plunge the spear straight through his body in an attempt to nail Estio to the ground. You yell, draconic spear hammer. Ding 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 ding. You shoot out a large blast of flame. You hover through the air like a bullet. You see that Estio is struggling to get up as the spear is firmly stuck in his chest. He has no idea what to do. You attempt to slam your ectoplasmic draconic skull fist into the spear in order to hammer it down even deeper into his chest and into the earth beneath him. You slam the spear down with your fist. The force of the blow causes Estio's mouth and eyes to bug out. He then hits the ground with enough force to cause a small crater around the area that he hit. You then see him begin to transform. You attempt to slice off Estio's head with your void dagger before Estio can transform. Excuse me. Also, that's a big boy anime moment where you hit someone into the ground so hard that there's a huge crater where they were before. You fire your void dagger. The blade whirls through the air and slices off Estio's head. The head rolls across the ground. You walk over to it and pick it up by the hair. There's an unnatural stillness in Estio's eyes now. Fatality. I like how the game says you fire it. I keep shooting like flames out of my draconic skull fist. And then it's like, well, why would you run up to him and try to cut his head off when you could just put the dagger in the skull fist like what you did with the spear and go, and then it goes, cuts the dude's head off. Can we get that animated? I feel like a lot of the like draconic skull fist stuff has been like really cool when it comes to like epic fight imagery. Okay, so now we have 2 minutes and 42 seconds left. We killed 2 opponents, y'all. Hey, dun 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 dun. I bet you guys didn't see that coming. Now I know a lot of you guys knew that Estio was going to be coming back this episode because at the end of the last episode we saw Estio's hand in the rubble. I actually got multiple requests for like who Jet Starlight should fight this episode, so I decided to combine 2 requests together. One of our fans on the Discord said Estio should come back. You should fight Estio again. You know, his hand was still swirling with energy in the rubble. Clearly, he's not dead. And then one of my fans was like, you know who should really come back? SCP-049, but he should have like a power boost. He should have like all these like crazy new abilities, and you should have like an epic fight against him. So I was like, why not fight both? This allowed me to expand upon SCP-049's lore a little bit more. And have him further explain that the pestilence never really was a disease. It's more the fact that Jet Starlight can't be trusted to be a true hero, which I think is a really fair statement, to be honest. Jet Starlight has destroyed entire planets before. He doesn't really give too many fucks. And while he ends up doing a lot of heroic stuff, that's mainly because a lot of the most powerful beings in all of reality end up being villains. But if they were heroes, I'm not sure if that would really stop Jet Starlight from fighting them in the first place. But yeah, this has definitely been like a really fun episode. I hope you guys liked it just as much as I did. If you guys want to be able to suggest who Jet Starlight should fight in future episodes, definitely make sure to post in the comment section below and on our Discord, link in the description box below, and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. It really does help us out a lot. Sharing these videos with your friends is also like a really big thing, because not only does it help to build up the fan community and help us have like more interesting fan discussions, but it also leads to getting more scenario suggestions for speedruns and more character suggestions for Jet Starlight battles and for Ultimate Volition. If you guys are fans of daily AI Dungeon 2 videos, this is the place to be, because I post Jet Starlight every single day. There's always going to be a new episode of Jet Starlight, but I also have plenty of other AI Dungeon 2 videos that I do on the channel, like 30-minute speed runs where you guys can suggest scenarios with well-defined goals, and I'll try and see if I can complete those scenarios in 30 minutes or less, and with Ultimate Volition, a series of AI Dungeon 2 videos that I've been doing where you have... Hey, I've run out of time trying to plug my own channel. Anyways, thank you all for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding, 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 ring the notification bell to be notified when we ever do these videos. It's your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one only, logging out. Peace. Chicken it, gawa, chicken pa.